One thing about this beautiful burden of a city, it can really make a guy thirsty. Lucky for me, I've got a connection.
No man could know the true depths of December despair until they've suited up for the season. All I wanted for Christmas was a bit of silence. There was a warm, wet stain on my lap where Toy Train Tommy sat 5 minutes ago. Oh, the cruel poetry of it all. When so many get so much over the holidays, there are schmucks like myself that lose that much more. My dignity being the very first thing to go. There I sat, on my throne of dismay, a broken man in a soiled Santa suit, beard and hat itching like flea-ridden burlap. Just another late-on-the-rent puppet selling the great December lie. When I was 8 years old, my best friend, Monty Saperstein, threw cold water on a blazing Yule, telling me the whole Santa Claus thing was just a big business way of getting fat off of hard-working folks' savings in exchange for instilling false hope in their children before the great suck of life sets in. I could have held fast to the elves and the sugar plums and everything else that came with the old jolly joke, or I could take Monty at his word, knowing the mensch that he was. I chose Monty over the fat man. After all, Santa was one night a year. A mensch was 365 days worth of dependable. To Monty's credit, he never made me regret the decision. A great chum who grew up to be an even better lawyer. That ex of mine may have taken me for quite a haul, but Lord knows what financial hell would have befallen me with the divorce if I didn't have Monty's big legal brain in my corner. Santa wouldn't pay my alimony. With my lap briefly liberated of woeful clientele, I closed my eyes for a pause I earned through my copious shamelessness. Jingle bells rang out like a war cry. This would be my end for sure. And just as I felt as if I was being swallowed whole by this holly berry hell, a calm broke, and I heard a voice.
Hey there, Pally. Nice work you're doing here.
I opened my eyes, and there he was, no one else. An unnerving quiet on the 7th floor, and a guy named Guy.
Santa's guy named Guy? Thank you very much.
Santa? Was I being mocked? I didn't know who this joker was, but I didn't much like the joke. I wasn't big on cruel teases. I wondered if it could be the fumes from the perfume department wafting over and working the old 1-2 on my brain. But there was the fact that somehow there was silence. A silence I was not inclined to question after the day I had.
Sure there's silence,
he offered with a sickening joy.
It's what you wanted, wasn't it? That and something else.
Something else? What did he know, I thought. Who did he know? And then, as quick as a flash, from his pocket he pulled out a single shiny dime.
Something strong. Something merry. Something different. Something with brandy, maybe?
Brandy? This Guy was speaking my language.
By the way, your pal Saperstein? He's working for the outfit now. Very efficient. Handling patents, contracts, random elf shenanigans that we need to make gone. A true mensch. You were right about him.
He handed me the dime and offered up a smile most people would be physically incapable of. I couldn't even boast that brand of happiness if the ex was paying me alimony.
A courtesy of Claus. Merry Christmas, Pally.
He shook my hand and off he went, through the empty store like some sort of joyful John Wayne. Silence. Monty. Santa Claus. Brandy? I didn't know what to make of it. Didn't need to know. The only thing that I needed was to make one quick phone call.
Greetings, ladies and listeners. This is your operator, here to connect you to a connected cocktail.
A drink that puts the spirit in Christmas and Christmas in the spirit. A sidecar with a seasonal switch. We call this one Happenstance. Brandy for warmth, citrus for shine, and various trimmings to make it all sorts of merry. Plug in the tree, put some festive sounds on that hi-fi, and let's begin, shall we? Ready your jigger, ready your shaker, and chill a glass in the icebox. First, we will fill our shaker with ice. Next, of course, comes the blissful base. Nothing warms the belly and lifts the mood quite like brandy, 2 1/4 ounces. Now, unlike those wretched fruitcakes your great aunt won't stop sending, citrus will enhance our recipe with a brightness akin to a candle. Let's light up that jigger with 1½ ounces of fresh squeezed orange juice. Be sure to strain, ridding the juice of any seeds or pulp. Staying with the holiday fruit, we will add 3/4 ounces of cranberry juice. Next, some sweetness. We will make a ginger simple syrup. A small batch will suffice. 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/2 cup of water, and a bit of shaved ginger on low heat. The sugar will dissolve rather quickly, but allow that ginger time at the party to show its fabulous face. 3/4 ounce. We are going to add a blanket of a 1/2 ounce of heavy cream to give our drink a dangerously delicate presence. 1 egg white, a dash of cinnamon, and we are ready to jingle those bells, ladies and listeners. Shake vigorously for a minute or more, working up that froth to a white Christmas that would make Bing sing. Time to give yourself a gift. Grab the glass from the icebox, add a couple of rocks for extra chill, and pour. Garnish with a 1/2 sliver of thinly sliced orange, a delicate sprinkle of allspice, and a kiss of nutmeg. Mistletoe not required. From ears to cheers, I raise my glass. This is your operator, saying may our glasses be full, our spirits be bright, and may we make the magic of the holidays last with an intoxication of love and kindness throughout the coming year. Merry Christmas to you and yours, from the Toll Switch. Disconnecting. Good night.